style or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goals. Your reflections then, Jim. Listen, the more this game went on... Thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Bayern Munich can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent, and we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Angel Di Maria. He's someone who rarely fails to make a big impression. He's such a silky, elusive dribbler and a fine finisher with the knack of scoring some spectacular goals. He's a player that this team will want to have on the ball as often as they can. He's a great creator.
Okay, interesting. Goes for goal! Attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Kimpembe. And it's Verratti.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Hernandez. Alaba. Bayern Munich, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Marquinhos. Florenzi plays it forward. Kimmich. Marquinhos. Danilo Pereira. Keane. Idrissa Gueye. Di Maria. Mbappe. Chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Paris Saint-Germain really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Schüller with the clearance. Mbappe. Marco Verratti. Now it's Florenzi. Great leap! Kimmich gets good distance on it. Out towards the flank. That is good defending. It's been repelled. That's great strength on the ball. Mbappe has a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think he still deserves full marks for making his way through. It was a cracking run.
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Alaba goes looking. And it's Choupo-Moting. Played out to the right. Sané. Di Maria drives it forward, hoists it high. Lovely feet. Whipped in. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Turns and goes back. Mbappe. Idrissa Gueye. And it's played forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Bayern Munich can be very glad that half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pickup in this second half. No guts, no glory.
Pavard. Bayern Munich to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Schuller gets it forward. Idrissa Gueye. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Talk about singling someone out.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Idrissa Gueye. Keane. Schuller battles to win it back. Sané. Receives it in a good position. Finds himself eased off the ball. Keane. Di Maria. Florenzi. Just brushed off the ball there. Hernandez. Schuller. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Forward it goes. Muller plays it out to the wing. Florenzi. Idrissa Gueye. Hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Schuller tries to get it forward quickly. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Hit long and direct. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And late in the day, a telling moment. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do. Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Bayern Munich are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
It's Muller!
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Kimpembe tries to locate someone up front. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mauro Icardi! And the goal! It's 1-0.
That is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
And that's that. So it ends 1-0, an enthralling game and an agonisingly narrow defeat. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Bayern Munich simply forgot to turn up with an attack, Peter, and